This video is made for education and entertainment purposes only. The goal is to discuss baseball news, rumors, and possible team strategies while giving fans something exciting to think about. If you love baseball and you love Dodgers news, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned because what's happening right now around the Dodgers could be the beginning of another shocking roster move that nobody saw coming. So let's talk about the latest twists surrounding the Los Angeles Dodgers. This organization is famous for doing the unexpected. Every offseason, every trade deadline, and even during the regular season, the Dodgers front office has proven again and again that they are willing to make bold moves if it helps them stay at the top of the league. But the latest decision from the front office caught a lot of fans completely off guard. Reports started circulating that the Dodgers have moved on from a former top prospect, a player who once carried big expectations within the organization. This is the type of player that scouts once believed could become a key part of the Dodgers' future. When prospects rise through the minor league system, fans start imagining what the future lineup will look like. Sometimes those dreams come true, sometimes they don't. And in this case, it looks like the Dodgers decided it was time to turn the page. Cutting a former top prospect is never a simple decision. Teams invest years of development into these players. There are scouts who believed in them, coaches who worked with them, and fans who followed their journey from the minor leagues all the way to the majors. So when a player like that is suddenly released or removed from the roster, it raises one big question: why now? According to insiders around the league, this move might not just be about performance. It might actually be connected to something much bigger that could be developing behind the scenes. Because while one door closes for a prospect, another door might be opening in the trade market. And that's where things start getting really interesting. Rumors are starting to build that the Dodgers are exploring a possible trade with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, if you follow baseball closely, the Dodgers are known for their aggressive roster management. They constantly evaluate every position on their team. Even when they are winning games, they are thinking about how to get better. Some analysts believe the Dodgers are preparing for a trade that could bring in a player who immediately helps the team compete at a championship level. Others think the Dodgers might be targeting depth, adding another versatile player who can help in multiple positions. Either way, the connection to the Blue Jays is what has fans buzzing. The Blue Jays have talent on their roster. They have players who could help a contending team. But at the same time, Toronto has also faced pressure to reshape parts of their roster after inconsistent stretches. When a team like the Blue Jays looks to adjust their lineup or pitching staff, they often explore trade possibilities. And the Dodgers are exactly the kind of team that could take advantage of that situation. Over the years, the Dodgers have built a reputation for identifying players who might thrive in a new environment. Sometimes a change of scenery is all it takes for a player to unlock their full potential. And that's one of the reasons why fans are taking these rumors seriously. Let's also talk about the strategy behind releasing a prospect before making a trade. At first glance, it might seem unrelated, but in reality, front offices often think several steps ahead. Roster flexibility is one of the most valuable assets in baseball. If the Dodgers believe they're about to bring in a new player, they need a place on the roster for him. So removing a player from the roster could simply be part of a larger plan. Another factor to consider is financial flexibility. Teams must manage contracts carefully. Even small financial adjustments can help create room for future moves. The Dodgers have one of the most sophisticated front offices in baseball, and they rarely make decisions without thinking about the bigger picture. So when fans saw the news about the former prospect being cut, the reaction was immediate. Social media exploded with speculation. Some fans were disappointed, remembering the excitement that surrounded the player when he first joined the organization. Others were curious about what the next move might be. Every decision they make during the season is connected to their ultimate goal of winning another World Series. They know the competition in the National League is intense. Teams across the league are improving their rosters, and standing still is not an option. That's why the Dodgers constantly look for opportunities to upgrade. Even if a player was once considered a top prospect, the organization has to evaluate where things stand right now. Baseball is a results-driven sport. Potential is important, but performance at the major league level ultimately determines a player's future. And sometimes, tough decisions have to be made. For the player who was cut, this could actually be the beginning of a new opportunity. Other teams around the league are always searching for talent. A fresh start with another organization might give him the chance to rediscover the form that once made him such a highly regarded prospect. We've seen that happen many times in baseball history. Players who struggled in one system suddenly thrive in another. But back to the Dodgers and the potential Blue Jays trade. Fans know that the Dodgers front office loves calculated risks. That's why this rumor is gaining traction. Because if there's one team that knows how to find value in the trade market, it's the Dodgers. Imagine the scenario for a moment. The Dodgers finalize a trade with the Blue Jays. A new player arrives in Los Angeles. The lineup suddenly looks deeper. The roster suddenly feels more balanced. And just like that, the Dodgers strengthen their chances of making another deep postseason run. Of course, until something official happens, these rumors remain speculation. But in baseball, speculation often turns into reality faster than fans expect, because history has shown that when the Dodgers make a move, it can change the entire landscape of the league. And right now, all eyes are on what happens next. Will the Dodgers pull off another surprising trade? Will the Blue Jays decide to move one of their players? Or will this rumor fade away as just another moment of off-season speculation? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. The Dodgers are not done making decisions. They are always looking for ways to improve, always searching for the next move that could give them an edge. So keep your eyes on this story, because if a trade between the Dodgers and Blue Jays actually happens, it could become one of the most talked about moments of the baseball season. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of the latest Dodgers news and rumors, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big update from around Major League Baseball. Because in the world of baseball, one roster move can change everything. And the Dodgers might be getting ready to prove that once again.